I have got an experiment to share. So I just got home, I was driving home, and I was doing this thing that I've been doing for years, and I thought, oh, I should share this thing. So here I am going to share it. So the experiment, the reason why I'm presenting it as an experiment is it's for you to try, if you're so inclined. So from time to time when I'm driving, somebody is following too close behind me. Has that ever happened to you? It doesn't happen too often. By comparison, anyway. I used to have a boyfriend who absolutely hated it when people followed him too close, so he had it all the time. Almost every time we drove together, he would be driving and someone would be following him too close. But then I started doing it on the people following him too close, too, and it worked for that, too. But what I do if somebody's following me too close is because we're all connected. I connect my energy to their heart space. I connect into source. I blow my energy out of my heart chakra into their heart chakra. Like I use source energy, so I'm not draining myself of anything. You could just imagine the light coming in your crown, going down into your heart, and it like right back out the back of me into their heart. And I'm saying to their highest self, could you please give me some space? I'd like you to back away now. Every time, without fail, it always works. Sometimes they'll back away, and you'll notice there's just like more space between us. Sometimes they'll take a turn. Sometimes they'll pass me. If there's a passing zone, that's totally happened as well. Like then that person will just like pass me. But either way, I have my space. I've never had it fail. Never once. So it's worth a try, see what you can do. And the other thing about this concept is I've used it for many other things, not just that. Like, there was a time in my life where I could put energy into someone's heart chakra and stop them mid-punch. And when I say that, I think people might be like, well, what were you doing that someone was going to punch you? It's like, yeah, I know. But I grew up in a lot of violence. I witnessed a lot of violence. So if you've been following my channel and you know how it works, basically we get programmed with our environment growing up. So my environment before the age of 7 contained a lot of violence. And so I had to deprogram from violence when I got into my adulthood. So there were players in my life that came in to put me in violent situations, which I was not a violent person. The most violence I had ever perpetuated against someone was one time I threw a package of hot dogs at my brother, and it didn't hit him, but the juice from the package did. I was really scared after that, and I did run. And that time that I hit the wall with the pan, when my boyfriend was found out to be cheating on me and refused to leave my house until he decided to leave. He was going to still stay, even after I caught him with proof. He was refusing to leave my home, and I was trying to basically roar so that he would get out. But other than that, usually my attacks were verbal. But I had violence perpetuated against me. And when I started experimenting with this energy stuff, that was one of the things I did, was I used green. In that case, I used green energy from my heart, and I would shoot it into their heart. And it happened that someone was about to hit me, and I shot the green energy into their heart, and then they stopped. They held back. And, it was hard to be in that situation and not get triggered myself, right? So the first thing that had to happen was I had to clean up my own trigger so that I could be conscious and present when that was happening. So that's part of it too, right? Like if someone's going to attack you, it's pretty likely that you get scared and in some sort of like automatic response of out of fear, right? But I had to overcome my fear in order to experiment in that way. And the reason why I say that is because I'm just trying to like share and open your mind to the idea of doing this on anything that comes to mind. Now I do want to say that when I was doing this, I'm doing this not by forcing anyone, right? I'm asking for space, and I'm certainly going to make sure that I don't get hit. Like, I have a right to have a boundary. So asserting my boundaries and asking for my boundaries to be respected, in those cases, it's okay for me to assert this. But if I was going to try to, like, force somebody else to do something against their will, that would not be okay. That would cause me karma. Like, that would come back on me in ways that it wouldn't be worth it, right? So I do want to caution against, trying to interfere with somebody's free will, because it's just dumb. It's just not smart to do. All you're doing is effing yourself over if you do that. So you do want to be respectful, of other people's free will as you're doing this, but it is, in my opinion and in my experience, I haven't had any negative repercussions when I'm just asking for my boundaries to be respected, with my energy. So let me know what kind of experiments you think of to try and how they work out for you if you're interested. These are the conversations that I want to have. So happy to share it with you. I'm happy to have that as in my toolbox as something that helps me drive and feel safer on the roads while I'm driving. Okay, see you in the next one.